Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. It's day 108 in the game. It's day 93, episode 93 of our Blueprints playthrough. And most importantly, it's the day of the week I get to play Blueprints, which means I am the most excited person you could imagine. I love this fucking game. I've been riding the high of solving the gallery puzzles, the room 8 puzzle, acing the final exam. We're in a golden era of Blueprints right now. We're in a golden Prince era. I'm so happy with how things are going. Welcome back. In the last round, we did all that and still ended the day inside a break room. So we have a key card, 3 days of Blessing of the High Roller left. Let's go get an outdoor room. We checked gallery off of our list of things, suggestions from our nudge list. That leaves treasure trove, tomb, and gift shop. Gift shop, I need 400 coins. Tomb, I need, I don't know. And do shelter. And treasure trove, I probably just need to draft about as often as the game will let me. So here's my thought for this run. If we get shelter, let's go ahead and set up a experiment. And what was my second thought? It negates the effects of our red rooms, meaning we could get a furnace freezer combination if we really wanted, if we get very, very lucky. Let's go ahead and connect to laboratory. So, yeah, what else are we going to be working on? I don't know. I need to come up with ways to get 400 coins. That feels like a lot. We could always bump up our allowance. I think laundry room might end up being a key for this. Experiment. Let's do one thing at a time, though. Experiment setup. I could not do lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold as a way to get 400. That's for sure, because I could only gain 120 gold before I'm out. These are all pretty bad. Will you draft hallway from a hallway to gain a key, gem, or die selected randomly? The ceiling on all three of those experiments was not very high, is what I mean by bad. It's not something you can trigger like 40 times. You can trigger it like sort of 3 times. So, what are the ways we could make a shit ton of money? Well, first and foremost, we get 78 coins 78 coins every single day. The more we bump that number up, the better. However, it bumps up really slowly. Tomb with dead ends gets us 5 coins per dead end. I'm looking at my list of my laundry. My laundry list. My list of things we can do in the laundry to switch stuff around. I was originally thinking in laundry we might want to switch allowance and constellations, stars. But I now don't know if that is the case. Because now we need money more than we necessarily need constellations. What are ways that we could get 400 coins? Vault gives you 40. Office is good. Office could legitimately, you know, add 40 to 50 coins. I don't know. Those two together, Vault and Office, we're looking at like 80 to 90. We start with 80. That's 160. We still need 240 at that point. I think the obvious answer is just treasure trove. I think the answer is just draft. We need, for multiple reasons, we need to draft Treasure Trove more times than we can count. I need to have drafted Treasure Trove. I can do math. 80 times. If you don't include allowance. If you do include allowance, it's like minus 75 is... 75 divided by 5 is 15. So 65 times in a row. We've drafted Treasure Trove probably 6 times. So unfortunately, that might just take a while. That may just take a while. But I also think we should probably take that into account and just do... I like our faster runs that we're doing right now. Let's do faster runs. Faster runs are better for us right now. Locksmith is currently standard. I think that's probably fine. Great Hall is standard. Coat check is standard. Might make coat check commonplace. Might make Great Hall less common. Let me check something first, though. Great Hall, I don't think that we need a ton of right now. It uses keys. Its normal rarity is unusual. That's kind of what I was like. What is its reset rarity? So you can always just reset it to that for easier. Treasure Trove is currently commonplace, which is beautiful. Yeah, the more runs we do, the better. The problem is it's still going to take a shit ton of runs. So we should also make those runs a little bit faster. I think Great Hall should probably go unusual. And Locksmith still occasionally is needed. Not a lot, but still occasionally. So from there, our goals for the rest of these runs: get Treasure Trove, draft Observatory to raise. We're kind of in the same in a similar type of holding pattern, which is we want to do quick runs that draft Conservatory, Treasure Trove, Observatory, pardon me, Planetarium if we really get a chance, and yeah. Should I go ahead and do this? Probably should, right? No reason not to. It's super quick. Then we check it so that we don't lose it. I have really loved the telescope checking and coat check process. It has ended up being, I think, a lot of fun. I get to use a room I never really used before, coat check, and good for my runs. The problem with this strategy, right? This strategy of just going quickly to get Conservatory, Observatory, Treasure Trove. COTT. That's what we're looking for in these runs. Conservatory, Observatory, Treasure Trove. The problem with that method is that it is not particularly good for freezer furnace, for the FF method. Because doing quick runs is not working amazingly for that. Okay, I should probably not draft myself into a corner before I go to the corner to try and get something. So let's go here. See, I kind of just fucked that, didn't I? Nah. We'll take study. Is there anything else on that list on my list of rooms that I'm forgetting? In terms of things I want to draft very often? I don't think so, but let me take a look because I will be honest with you, it has been a little bit lost and found, too. CLOTT. Conservatory, lost and found. Observatory. Treasure trove. Lost and found is less important for me in that way, but I'm still thinking about it. And then I don't think we really need to do gift shop until we... I don't think we need to chase gift shop until we feel confident that we could make it if we got the ability, right? Like right now we just don't have the money. We don't have the earning potential. Okay, we need to draft straight down into the corner. Foyer at this point I think is fine. Spend a couple diamonds. Gems, I should say. The suspect is Major. Key the Fourth. Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. Nicholas Cage. Nicholas Key? Nicholas Cage? Is that a reference? Is that something? We got furnace, but we didn't get it near a freezer. We want treasure trove. We did not get it. Do we keep drafting here? I don't know. We could. Draft until we get something good. There it is. Beautiful. All right, I need to get my... software out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool, we're at 7. I read a comment that the dice bug is a bug from clicking too quickly, which is interesting. This is box 7. So I'm going to try my best to click less quickly when gathering sort of any material. Box 7 and then memo 7. The true treasure of the trove is not in this room. Now hold up. What? Now hold up. What? Green memos and white boxes are always lies. We believe this to be true, meaning this is false. Not all green memos are true. The true treasure of the trove is not in the house. We think that is true. So then how does that work with this? The true treasure of the trove is not in this room being a false statement. I need more coffee. Let's just double check. This box did not have the moon. And the moon is confusing to us anyways because the box with the moon had the symbol, had the same thing as the... So So we're like 99% sure this is true. The true treasure of the trove is not in the house. However, I see no reason to think this is true, aka the true treasure is both not in the house and in this room. Make that make sense. I think it's possible we have to set aside that sort of paradox because we don't have all of the clues. The clues will continue to come. We have already one memo that says the memo before this one contained a true statement. Meaning I think we just can't do the math yet on like what is and isn't true because what's the right metaphor here? We're setting up a switchboard of if X then Y statements that all cascade upon each other. Number 1 is if X then Y, but numbers 2 through 7 are if Y yes then Z, or if Y no then A, and every new switch we add could potentially still change everything upstream from it. So I just don't think we can stress too much at this exact point in time. I want to like keep an eye on the memos and be like, which one does this make true or false? But then from there, I don't think we can be like, oh yes, I've solved it. We don't know that we've solved it. There's more memos to come. At this point, we have observatory, we have treasure trove, we have conservatory. It's like lost and found, and that's kind of it. We'll draft a couple more rooms just to see what happens. I'd love to get a freezer here. We could get close to 200 coins next run, but beyond that, I'm not. Convinced there's anything to do. Otherwise, the run I think is kind of over for our purposes at least. Could go red here. It doesn't make sense though. Could draft another hallway to make the experiment more correct. I don't know that matters at all. I think we call it a day. Let's find a place to call it a day, right? That's probably what we should do. At this point, I'm just having fun triggering my experiment as much as possible. We're gaining all kinds of dice. Powered laboratory. There's lost and found. Hell yeah. What do we lose here? Magnifying glass or key card? One of the two. Is there a new item? No. Investor needed. Wrench and hall pass. Is there any purpose in using wrench right now? I think we pretty much got those things back to mechanical rooms, back to how we wanted them. Utility closet was standard. We could get rid of that one, that's for sure. Commonplace boiler. Pump is unusual. Security's common. We could draft real quick. Like if we make utility closet less likely, that's a big win for us because it currently is taking up a big part of our commonplace spot, you know what I mean? Oh, planetarium here is terrible because I can't bring telescope into it. I am actually interested in getting tunnel here because oh, that also triggers our experiment actually. I'm interested in doing tunnel off of the map in other files. We've done it on the eastern file. We've now done it on the B file. Is it the same thing or is it different? Couple gems. Okay. Interesting. Not what I would call like amazing, but you know. That's science. That's science of a sort. Oh, we were sheltered from Lost and Found. I could have taken Planetarium. Forgot about that. The shelter. Name a time when I haven't forgotten about the shelter. Security. We want, though. Security is the one that we want. In terms of our wrench. Furnace here. Don't have a freezer nearby. I'm just going to use my dice until we get something that we want here. Nope. I think we've already done workshop. It's already unusual. I think we can make it rare, really. I don't think I'll need to use it. I'm probably wrong, but I don't think I'll need to use it. Okay, last key. Laboratory. I'm also super down to make laboratory very rare. That's also a corner slot. I probably should have. Laboratory, the only thing I need there is a computer, which I can get from security. So at least that's my current assumption. And of course, anytime you make an assumption, you are at risk of being a dumbass. But oh, I haven't gotten to foundation yet. All right, we got one more draft here. Let's see, like I said, let's see if we can get utility closet and get it out of our way. Country stew pie. Oops, I didn't hit have dinner. Have some dinner. All right. Utility closet. This is perfect. Truly perfect. We want this shit to be rare as hell. I want that shit to be bloody. Bloody steak. I do not need to ever be in that room again. Probably. So what are we missing in terms of mechanical rooms? I have Mechanarium. That's an added room, though. Add unusual. I have... Boiler room is still commonplace, which I think is fine because getting power is kind of hard sometimes. Security I want. Laboratory is now rare. Workshop is now rare. Utility closet is now rare. Security I do want, and I want it to be as common as possible. Pump room is unusual, which feels fine. I think minus Mechanarium itself, which is still unusual. I think we've basically set our preferred rarities for the mechanical rooms. So let's go ahead and call it a day. Give ourselves a key card for tomorrow. And keep going. All right. Getting treasure trove up to 400 is going to take us forever. It's going to take us forever. It's going to take us forever. The good news is I'm not gonna I feel like the nudge from Discord went so well. Like getting a couple, I asked them for 3 to 5 rooms that 3 to 4, I don't remember, that I could use some more exploration of. And I feel like it has given us a whole new lease on life. That I do think more nudges like that, Tomb. I do think more nudges like that are probably in the cards. I'll figure out when, like I'll decide personally when I feel like I need them or want them. Because I think most important for me is not like, I want to keep making progress for progress sake. I want to stay as invested in the game as possible. And that's what I mean by, like, the nudges were perfect for that. They gave me the sense that there were things that I could get pretty quickly, like that I could immediately work on, which made me immediately want to record more, immediately keep playing. This game has been such a gift. Such a gift this game has been. I have loved it. I'm just running around looking while I talk, by the way. I'll walk you through what I'm thinking in a second. It's been such a gift, and I am so happy to have gotten to play it. I'm still so happy to be playing it. But I'm so sad about the fact that eventually we're going to run out of shit to do. You know? Okay. So here are my thoughts here on this thing. Let's take a big fucking step back from the tomb. Big step back. Big step back. The tomb gives you a good amount of things. The tomb gives you a good amount of things. One, with lighting the ruby candlesticks, you can get a couple extra dice. You get a game mechanic related to dead ends that gives you money. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, is I would have pretty much said tomb was solved before I got the nudge to come back here. Now I had not at that point unlocked the diary, but now I've unlocked the diary, and I don't buy that Discord would have told me to look towards tomb related to the diary, because I already knew that existed. So what does the room offer? By examining that, maybe we can figure out what we need from it, or like what is left to get from it. Let's read. So we have those two things: dice and maybe a major way of making some coins. That said, the max coins you could get from this would be around 100, because that's the drafting strategy. Sweepstakes is, I think, 20 dead ends. So the max you could do that would be like 100 coins, which is not a lot. The Sinclair family crypt is as gloomy as it is immense. The true Sinclair legacy lies here, resting underneath the stones, a parade of distant relations and forgotten ancestors. The true Sinclair legacy lies here, resting underneath the stones. A parade of distant relations and forgotten ancestors. A parade is such a weird word to choose there. All right, let's take stock. Dice. A way to make some coins. You get some stuff on her ladyship, including her diary key, her letter, which I should probably reopen as we are sitting here talking real quick. You get a really amazing letter from Herbert, maybe my favorite piece of writing. It's really a sad letter, but I love it. Sorry, I'm just like scanning it. Okay, we get a really beautiful letter from Herbert. We get the stuff with her ladyship. We get a puzzle related to the Ajeran Angels, which is interesting, which I solved pretty early, like very early, which gets you into the underground. I think this is maybe the first way I got into the underground. Dig spots. Occasionally it gives you dig spots. I solved the angels early, but one of the big question marks from the will for me is why in a series of clues they would give you the names of the angels. So anything with angels is interesting to me right now. Just by nature of it, including the angels. The Irasian letter. This is a huge thing we still need to solve, by the way. I do not know what to do with this thing. The letter puzzle. Let's reread this letter. Towards Dear my first dearest is kind of how I'm thinking of it. Dear my first iris, whatever that word means here. Our day, our night, our world. Towards us, gift my house. Towards this is south, right? In is north. Sorry, well, let me double check my work here. Because it's actually been a little bit since we've looked at this puzzle. Okay. So first off, this is definitely east, like I just said. Sorry, I'm thinking without speaking, which is a thing I probably should not be doing. Okay, my notes here are Roman numerals, question mark, which I don't think makes any sense really, but it's the only thing I've really come up with. 6/109 AD, but I'm pretty sure there should be another letter here, right? Is that a correct idea, or have I just made an assumption? One of the things that is tough with this game is that sometimes, let me look through my notes. Sometimes you, think something because you learned it, and sometimes you think something because you assumed it, and the longer you have incorporated that piece of knowledge into your worldview, the harder it is to remember if you assumed it or if you found it. This says ID. So this one has 6. This column has 6 letters for sure. Does the third one? Because if so, then AD. If not, then AD is a word, and we could interpret it as a date. I don't know. If it does not, then we are still trying to solve a puzzle. Where else have I found these letters? The cloister puzzle, or the cloister statue. CXET. Yeah, I feel good about that. There's gaps between them. CXET. Absolutely. Feel good about it. The chess room. Also classroom 7. Classroom 7 letters to me suggest that the third column, to me, this one in particular suggests there are 18 total letters here. However, it doesn't have anything in either of the slots that I'm missing. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. The chest room letter... Okay. The chest room letters tells you... Hold up. A new clue. Hold up, a new clue. If it's 3 wide... Where's the page in a new clue? This page? 3 wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's it 100%. That's what this is referring to. This is also kind of a castle. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. Do you think this has to do with this? The tomb? He looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If you found a new clue, he'd know what to do. This says castle. This says castle. Like this is a castle right beside the same puzzle. Oh boy. So hold up. Before we do anything else, let's actually just literally run around and search every single corner of tomb, because I don't think that's a terrible idea. I think it could be pointing us towards, like, there are more letters. High and low. High and low? In this place. Trying to think if there's anything. We are just. I wish I had a flashlight to really look in every one of the corners. Yeah, we'll go to the right first. A new clue says, in this specific case, it says... What exactly? Looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In each of the tombs? To me, that suggests the rooms that have tombs in them. Like, the rooms that have the... Like... It's not coffin. What's the word? In this particular case, he had checked every space. I also don't know what that means. In this particular case, he had checked every space. We have currently kind of an assumption that the letter puzzle, as I've been calling it, includes erosion. So it would not be insane for it to be related to tomb. Because it says Tor, and it says east, et. Now I don't know why I have written down Tor equals sacred circle 46. I don't know why. Where did that come from? Cite your fucking sources, Ryan. I don't know where that came from. Okay, let's search in here first. Tor. T-O-R. I know that Jor means name. Lore means word. Sacred circle. We'll get back to the Erosion tomb letter in a second. I just want to, while this is on my brain, I want to check every corner. I'm looking for, like, letters. Kind of like the things we've just looked at. I'm looking for letters that might help us with the letter puzzle. Look at the tomb itself. I don't know. It's not a tomb. What is that? Tomb is the room we're in. Not a casket. It's like a... I don't know what to call it. There's probably a word for it. Can't think of it right now. We're just going to check this central pillar real quick. High and low. Remember, Ryan, check high and low. I keep checking low, but not high. Because high is kind of boring. Okay, we're going to check the other central pillar while we're here. God, the insane thing about playing this game, one of them, is that you have no fucking idea what is a worthwhile pursuit and what is you just like absolutely barking up the wrong tree. I have no idea if I'm onto something and or if I am a fool. I mean, I've always been a fool, but you know, if I'm a fool and I'm onto something. High and low, Ryan. High and low. Not just low, but also high. High and low. This is kind of in the tomb. In the corner. O-U-O-N-H-U-O. Is there a puzzle here? We'll read that in a second. Okay. We still have a little bit more to look at, but while we do that. Dear my first love, or my first dearest, whatever. Our day, our night, our world. Toward us gift, probably the verb there. My house. Toward the south. I don't know why. What that means. Toward us gift. Towards our gift. My house. Towards the south. I don't know what that sentence means. The next one I think I understood. Dawn of your future with a lack of me. Dawn of my future without you. This is the dawn of your future without me, my future without you. First, I will bid you heed my word. Ulodiris. Odd, we think may mean always, but I think I just came up with that shit. I don't think I actually have a reason for that. Does odd appear anywhere? Is odd in the puzzle? Hold up. Is odd in here? No. Okay, never mind. Does odd appear anywhere else in this letter? I don't think so. Does it appear in the final exam? Even in any of the wrong ones? The thing is, we didn't do very well on Erasion, so I really don't even know. We missed 2 questions in Erasion. I don't know, brother. Okay. First, I will bid you heed my word, ulodiris, which could mean something of like, You will always be my dearest. But I don't know. House Sinclair, you won't. House Epson, you won't. Forget your something north. What does Ein mean? North is something we know. That is green. Your big word here. Jor, which means name. I think this means, so this means name something. Your future. Towards south. That's green. As is name. Name is green. We know that for a fact. Uld Jorgiri. Jeari. Let me check the classroom notes real quick. If AREI is future, what do you think past means? Because some of these, not all of them. No. I was going to say they have opposites, just day and night. Do you think it could be EARI versus AREI? Because it could be like your name past, your future, towards south, away from Finn. I don't know what that means, though. Your future to the south, away from Finn. Your... Just bump this down in terms of size to make it fit a little bit better. Your... Uld? No, Uld means, No, it does mean your. Okay. Ul Dine. Does that mean Jovovo? Jorovo or Jovovo? If it's R, then it means... Oh, this is the problem. Does that say your name? Or does that say J-O-V? If it's Jor, then it's name. If it's not... Is one of those an R and one of those a V? It's impossible to fucking tell. That's an R. Actually, it's not impossible to tell. That's an R. Oh my god, I haven't been showing you guys. How long has that been going on? I'm so sorry. Ah! I've been saying things while looking at the... the two... Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I don't know how long that's been on. Okay. Sorry, guys. So look. That says J-O something. We have to know if that is an R or a V. Here's my thought. That's Sinclair. That's an R. This, like, very close V. That is forget. That's an R. V looks like this. Jorovo. Now, what does that mean? Related to any of these. Jorovo. Vo means away. Jorovo. Could it mean towards away combined? O-V-V-O. No idea. Okay, so what we're at so far is forget your something. D-E-I-N. North. Jor Jiri. Name something, maybe. Your future. Don't know. Hold up 1 second. Oh, boy. Jiri, we still don't know. Iraja, Finn, we're pretty sure that's just place names. Towards Iraja, towards the south. New future. Ein Jorovo. What is Ein? Ein was somewhere else too, right? Where was it? Here. Uldain Jorovo. Uldain. What does that mean? EIN. What does that mean? Goodbye, my dearest, or my love. Dearest or love, I think is the way to say it. And then Uld Jora. Your name. Okay, from the top. From the top, make it drop. To my love. Our day, our night, our world. Mora means world. Toward us, gift, my house, towards the south. Gift is a... L and lay. L and lay, when paired with a verb, can mean I will or I won't. Similar to ul or lu, meaning you will or you won't. We have to assume that ulel, which means us, when paired with a verb, could also mean I will or I won't. Right? Ov, towards. Ulel, us. Except it's paired with gift, which is a verb, meaning I will. Towards us will, gift. I don't fucking know, dude. Towards us will gift, my house, towards the south. No idea what that means. Dawn of your future. Which makes sense. Dawn of your future. This is like a letter left at her ladyship's grave. The dawn of your future with a lack of me. The dawn of my future, lack of you. So I think we've determined the reasoning for this thing being written is it is a note left at the grave. Assuming it's a letter that never gets read, a letter that never gets received. A letter in Irajan to the Irajan, her ladyship. God, this letter is full of love, isn't it? Our day, our night, our world. Toward us will gift. Don't know this line still. My house towards the south. This is the dawn of your future with a lack of me, dawn of my future without you. First I bid you heed my word, which makes no sense because she's dead. I think it's not you will always be my dearest. I think it is you are, because there is no verb here. I think this is you are my dearest. So we're gonna say like. I think this line does not mean you will. I think it means the will gets added when it's mixed with a verb. I think this means you are my dearest, or like you are my love. I think it's just I want you to most know that you are my love. This line right here is a big question mark. I should write a new. I should find a way to mark that this line right here is the question mark one. Don't know what to do with this one. Okay. House Sinclair, you won't. No, you aren't. House Sinclair without you. House Sinclair without you. House Epson without you. It's not you won't, because there is no verb. This is saying House Sinclair, a lack of you. That's what it means. We're clarifying. We're clarifying. House Sinclair without you. House Epson without you. Forget is a verb. Forget Uldine which we don't understand. What does Uldine mean? If we knew, then it would clarify this one and this word down here as well. It says your, but it could be you. If it's a verb, which it doesn't look like a verb. If it was a verb, it'd be borrowed from Eurasian or from other languages. Uldine. Forget. Ein. Forget something north. No, I think we did decide that ULD probably meant your in the same way that ELD. Sorry, adding D on the end of ULEL made it our night. So I think it is your. I think it is your. Adding D to the end of the like I, you, etc. Okay. Forget your blank to the north. Your name something. Your future towards the south, away from Finn. Your blank. I think it's probably name away. Jor is name. I think it's probably your blank name away. There's an extra letter in there. Jor, ovo. Vo means away. Jor means name. The problem is there's an extra O in there that I'm a little unsure about. But we don't know what ein means. Just EIN. That's the only thing we don't know. Truly. It's just, it's such a small ein. I'm looking at my notes right now to see. Did any of the kids in the classroom say ein? No. Is there any other Eurasian that we would know about? Just the final exam, but we already looked through that. No ein. Plus, I suck at Eurasian. I don't know. I don't know, man. I suck at Eurasian, apparently. I only got 67% on my test. Your future to the south, away from Fen. Your blank name away. Towards Eurasia. Towards the south and a new future. I don't know. I don't know. Well, Vis Navari is the opposite of the inner sanctum. It's not the opposite of the inner sanctum. It's related to the inner sanctum, but it goes the other direction. Is there more here? I feel like there's subtlety to this letter I have not picked up on yet. Why would Herbert say towards the north and a new future? I have to imagine Herbert is the one who built the Inner Sanctum because he is the one who wrote all the postcards inside of it and designed that puzzle. Anyways. My dear Spark Notes, my love, the end of our world together. The beginning of your future without me, my future without you. I always have loved you. Our houses no longer include you. Or your family is missing you. Your family is missing. House Sinclair probably means family, like the family Sinclair. The Sinclair family without you. The Epson family without you. Forget something to the north. Your name something. Your future is towards the south, away from Fen. Your blank name away. Towards Iraja, which means to the south. Towards south, a new future. It just keeps repeating towards the south, towards the south, towards the south. I don't know. This thing's definitely missing a letter. AD something. 6. That's a letter I know. Tor. 46 in Sacred Circle. That I don't remember. I don't know what that means. This could be lore, which means word. Could be. East. I don't know. Anyways. Okay, we'll keep looking. Back to the puzzle at hand, which is what is the deal with this with the tomb? Why would the people of Discord send me back towards the tomb? It could be that letter. It could be that there's something in that letter I haven't solved. I think probably that letter is sort of a dead end. Like, not a dead end. That letter is sort of solved. I know I just spent a lot of time working on it, and there's probably more, like, lore there. But my gut instinct with that letter is honestly that I have, like... It is the thing that taught me Erajan. And that's mostly what I needed it for. You know what I mean? I don't know, though. I could be wrong. Maybe that's what they want me to look at. Something in the tomb they want me to look at. Something in the tomb. Could be this big letter again. Could reread that. Simon, here's where it all ends, at least for me. And all of the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest, and that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition. Family tradition thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend, never break. I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page? Will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak, overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend if not break these chains, ... then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty. This is the part that I'm getting a little nervous about because it kind of sounds like instructions. Could it be a hint? I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulcher as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes, to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. This letter is such a fucking enigma to me. It is 90% free yourself from these chains. If my being chained could free you from serving the family tradition as I have, it would make me so happy. And then it ends. Commit yourself to be buried here, within this mausoleum of dreams, when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. Why does it end? Tradition is choking me. Follow tradition. I don't know. Nothing from that rings to me as a clue, by the way. God damn, this game. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. All right, deep breaths. The only other thing that we haven't really talked about is these. And well, no, that's not true. We have the whole other area in here too. I don't know if this technically counts as tomb though. Does it count as tomb? It still says tomb. If this counts as tomb, then we should also examine around here. High and low. If I had to guess, it would be in here. Give me a letter clue. That would be awesome. I don't know what that is. Probably just trash. High and low. That is also the second time they have mentioned dreams. The letter mentions dreams, and it also, the 8th angel points towards our dreams. I don't know if that means anything or not. High and low. Okay, let's keep exploring. God, the music is popping off. I would love it if there were a clue in one of these back corners here. That'd be really cool. I've been in here so many times, though. I kind of don't feel like it's possible. I've been in this area so much. I mean, it's been a while, but I've been in here a lot overall. Damn, dude, I can't find a clue in here. So what is the deal with the tomb? Is it the letter? It could certainly just be the letter. Right? It could be something to do with the angels, because I do think the angels are a question mark. This is technically catacombs. As soon as you walk through that door right there, not tomb. I don't know that that matters, but... Oh, hey there. It's me, end of episode Ryan. I'm here to tell you that I fear I may have cooked a little too long on this episode. So we're going to split it into a couple parts. You've just watched part 1. Tune in next time for part 2. You want to, I promise. Wink, wink. Just kidding. Maybe I'm just saying that to be clickbaity, to get your views. Or am I? Does something amazing happen? Or is it a normal episode where nothing amazing happens? I don't know. You'll have to tune in to find out. Bye.